Let's start by doing an introduction to the AI Builder. Let me start with really the introduction directly from Microsoft. The AI Builder is a Power Platform capability that helps you improve business performance by automating processes and predicting outcomes. The AI Builder is a turnkey solution that brings the power of artificial intelligence through a point-and-click experience. If we go beyond the definition, the AI Builder allows you to add intelligence to your applications without coding or data science skills required. The AI Builder can be leveraged in both Power Apps and Power Automate, and it's really important to know that the AI Builder is an additional license in the Power Platform, so it's not included by default. Licensing will change in the future, so really always check with your Microsoft licensing professional how much the cost currently is. In the AI Builder, the artificial intelligence is based on different AI model types that you choose from based on your business needs. An AI model is basically an algorithm that is trained using machine learning to do a specific task. AI models are very specific in what they can do depending on how you have trained them. The AI Builder contains multiple pre-built AI models and also some that you can create and train on your own. If we do a quick overview of some of the pre-built AI models, we have the business card reader, which allows you to automatically process business card information. We also have an entity extraction model, a key phrase extraction, a language detection model, a sentiment analysis model, as well as a text recognition model, which allows you to extract text from images. We also have 4 types of custom AI models, which are basically a bit generic and they need you to train them for a specific task with your specific content. We have a form processing model, which allows you to read documents and process and save important information from that document. We have an object detection model, which allows you to recognize objects in images as well as count them. We have a text classification model, which allows you to categorize text by its meaning, and finally, a prediction model, which allows you to predict whether some things will happen. So now that we have seen the models, what are some of the examples we could use them for? Let's take the form processing model. We could train it to process invoices sent by email, get them approved with Power Automate, and save the important information in the payment system. With the object detection model, we could implement a Power App where a field worker could only take a picture of a shelf and let the AI Builder calculate the inventory and products in the picture. With the sentiment analysis model, we could use Power Automate to get all of the Twitter mentions of our brand, filter out the ones that have a negative sentiment, and send them to the marketing manager for personal follow-ups. Now that we know what the AI models are, and we looked at some ideas on how they could be used, how do we actually integrate them in our applications? For the pre-built AI models, most of the work is actually done for you. As the model is pre-built and ready, you could just use it inside Power Automate and Power Apps. For pre-built models, Microsoft actually provides samples in either Power Automate, Power Apps, or both, so you can take a look at an example to see how it's built with Microsoft's best practices, and then you can get inspired from that to build your own. For some models, you can even test it before deploying it, such as the sentiment analysis one. You can pick from a pre-built Microsoft text, or even add your own text and see what the result would be. With custom AI models, it will take a bit more time as the model must be trained before it can be used. In order to train a model, you will need to provide it with enough sample data so it can learn how to interpret it. Each type of AI model has its own training requirements. For example, for the object detection model, you need to provide a minimum of 15 images of each object, but the recommendation is 50 images of each object. One thing that is for sure, the more sample data that you provide, the more trained the model is, and the better results you will have. Now that we have seen the theory, let's go over to the lab environment and explore the AI builder, as well as see how we can use a pre-built AI model in a Power Automate flow. I am now back in the lab environment. Let me open up the browser here, where I'm back in the Power Apps Maker portal. On the left side, I will go under the AI Builder category, and I will go under Build. You will see that the first thing we see on our screen are the custom AI models, so the one that we actually need to train. And those are the category classification, entity extraction, form processing, object detection, and prediction. And you can click on each one of them, and then you have examples over here. And for each one of them, I'll go back to, for example, object detection, and here I see examples that really show me what can this model achieve. And this one can help you identify products from an image. But now let me close this, I'll scroll down a bit lower, and here I will see all of the pre-built AI models. So the ones I can use right away, and they put them in the get straight to productivity category. At the time of recording this course, in October 2021, there are 11 different pre-built AI models. However, Microsoft might add some new ones in the future. Let's go and test one of them. I'll go into one that's really easy to show, which is the sentiment analysis. One of the cool things with many pre-built AI models is that I can go and just try it out. I can either pick one of the Microsoft pre-built sentences, or I can add my own here. So let's put Vlad is the best as a test, and let me spell it right. Analyze text, and this is positive, as you see, because it's a positive sentence. But if I go and say the website is slow, this will probably be a negative one, because the website being slow is not a good thing. So you can really put in your text, test it out, see what the result would be. And also at the bottom, you see for the sentiment analysis one, we actually have the options to use in a flow or use in an app. When we click on it, using a flow for example, it'll bring us to Power Automate and then show us all of the different templates that have this AI Builder model. So let's take a look at a really easy one. Send an Outlook email when a negative tweet is posted as per AI Builder. Great, so let's click on it. It will show me what the trigger is. It will use Dataverse, Outlook. Let's click on continue. And what this will do is it will really allow me to create a very quick flow where, let's say it will go on, search for all of the text with the global mantics hashtag. It will go take a look at the language, take a look at the text, and if the sentiment is negative, then it will send an email to the person that I choose saying like, hey, there's a name that tweeted something and that's negative. So if you want to try out the AI Builder, it's super easy to try it out yourself using the pre-built AI models. And if not, if you want to have something more advanced such as form processing, you will need to train the model before. As you can see for this one, you'll need at least 5 documents with the same layout in order to train it, but I usually recommend having at least 10-15 examples because the more data you give it, the better that AI model will be trained. Now I know that not all of us have all of those examples ready, especially for a lab environment. So let's end this demo in which we have explored the AI Builder and how you can easily test it out in a Power Automate flow. And let's go back in the slides and learn how can you get sample data so you can test out the AI Builder in your own environment without necessarily using production data.